everybody. Well, it's high noon here in the desert at the South Point Casino in Vegas. Sportsbook right behind me. The show is called Punchlines. I'm Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan. And today's show, well, listen, we're going to try and help you make some money. And if you listen to Ryan and Alex, not me yesterday, you had a solid 3-0 night and were winners like these two guys who made a $500 wager on one pitch. Yes, on the game I said would hit the Pirates, Paul Skeens. So here's their bet. First pitch strike is what they need.
Focus Fuel first pitch, 9 out of the last 10.
$500 wager.
He started off the game with
pays out like $840.
9 of the last 10.
Tonight, said, something like that.
Start back is going to be a strike.
Show me something here, Paul.
So when I was watching this clip after the game, I'm like, I think I get it, right? I couldn't remember. So here we go.
Mason win.
Give me a $101.
One pitch for the rest of our lives. Here we go.
One pitch for the rest of our lives.
My stomach hurts.
I need that first pitch. Betting first pitch strike.
In Pittsburgh, Paul Skeens.
Yeah!
Come on, dude.
It might have been the rent money. We don't know, but I love it. I love seeing that 99 miles an hour hit the corner. Paul Skeens won everybody. Money button me. First Major League loss. We'll get more about that on the picks. Let's see. Pirates really need a bat. Just get a bat. Behind the glass, he's like that feeling you get when you open the box of a delivery pizza and you smile because it's put together perfectly and you know it's going to be great until it's finished. Except for maybe yesterday when he stumbled a little when he was talking about the Chicago Cubs.
They have announced there was a vote on whether or not to keep the rooftops from Wrigley.
Who would vote against this?
The city these rooftops are being taken down. It's going to be put into a one apartment complex, 29 different.
Smile. It's funny. There you go. How many times have you shown montages of home runs being hit against the Pirates? Thank you, Ann, for on the download doing that. He is our producer. Wonder Ken. Ryan McCormick is the producer of today's show. Ryan, what is on the rundown for today, sir? Okay, well, we got Who Day. We got Post. We have a special guest, Spencer McLaughlin. Spencer McLaughlin. Yeah, we got all that. Who Day is going to be fun. And Hump Day Homers. Hump Day, thank you, Ann, and picks at 12:36. Ryan, you have to laugh.
Frank.
You have to laugh at that clip. It's funny. It's the first time I've ever done something like that on the sneaky way, I think. All right, anyway. On the show today, the highly qualified host to Sports by the Book, two-time national champ, the very suddenly sassy, by the way, on this show, Sports by the Book, Alex White, ladies and gentlemen. Yay. Alex, what are your picks for 12:36 today? What are you going to tease us with
Well,
today?
I have a team total that I really like. I'm going to give out. And then, of course, just our home run picks.
Got the Hump Day homers. A lot of early action on baseball today on this Wednesday, but there are some late games that we have all picked a Hump Day homer. I think I have one Hump Day homer. Did I get one? Did I get?
Yeah, you did.
Had Aaron Judge.
Yeah, I took Aaron Judge. When in doubt, go Judge, go Ohtani, go Alvarez. I don't know. Take the easy ones. Today, kind of an easy one. Wanted one early, but the game already started. All right, so that's going to be fun. All right, let's see. Comedy clip of the day. All right, so listen. Ryan mentioned yesterday he had a graphic that was 23 teams opened up training camp yesterday. Carolina Panthers being one of them, and this clip to me is just hysterical. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Bryce Young showing up to camp, or is he showing up to homeroom, or is he looks like he's lost. He's on his way to third period English. I mean, does this look like an NFL quarterback, Alex?
I mean,
Backpack?
what are we comparing it to? Aaron Rodgers when he shows up and he has all these different styles every year, or Joe Burrow with a complete new hair look? Like,
I mean, he's a small guy. I mean, I'm not going to I have no time. But when you wear the book bag on both, you know, I mean, it's a little nerdy. You can't do that. You can't do both till you hit like 40 and you're watching out for your back. But he looks small. And he's not even wearing Panther colors. He's wearing red and black. And it looked like, I don't know, a high school parking lot it was like a staff parking lot there. Anyway, the internet having a lot of fun with that guy. One guy said it looks like probably has his Panther playbook and his trapper keeper. Can't find homeroom. We have some late breaking news about the Olympics, do we not? The Olympics are kind of underway, by the way. There was soccer madness going on in was Morocco versus Argentina. It's a whole game. They kicked people throwing fireworks, storming the field. So the Olympics are off to a great start. But we do know who the female flag carrier is. We talked about LeBron James the other day. We didn't know who the female was. Ryan, who is the female flag carrier?
Coco Gauff.
Chris had something he wanted to
There we
say
go. This
with
is her
someone
finding
on
out.
the team.
So, obviously, I think most of you guys know Coco and I have been really close.
Can we turn up the volume a little, please,
young
True Dog?
age.
Thanks,
To
buddy.
see this girl grow up, so I'm sure she's very excited to be here at her first Olympics. It's a pretty special moment.
I love watching her
Your year
play.
last year was incredible. You obviously, you captured the world by storm. You captured your first Grand Slam. I think you kind of showcased to the world in the U.S. and abroad, how special of a person and tennis player you are. And I think because you are so special, you have the honor of wearing this jacket during the opening ceremony and being flag bearer with LeBron James.
Oh, that's cute. Very nice moment. She'll be carrying the flag Friday night. Is it Friday night here or is it Saturday there when they air? It's very confusing, the opening ceremonies. And a lot of it's on Peacock. I know. So you'll be watching a lot of the Olympics. Anna has one streaming service. It's Peacock. She likes it. Anyway, Coco Gauff and LeBron James. Congratulations to both of them for carrying the American flag. The Olympics are finally here. I'm very excited to watch them. All right, so Punchies, you had an assignment today. Let's do roll call right now, and let's do it. Why my computer is showing Saturday Night Live sketches right now, I'm not really sure. All right, so the assignment was, there was a rumor that Kyle Shanahan was searching for a defensive coordinator this offseason and reportedly offered the job to Bill Belichick, who politely declined because, and we're looking for a punchline from our Punchies. Do we have anything so far, Ryan? Because, of course, my Chromebook has booted me out of the page.
We had one from Keith saying
For
after
Keith
the
Lyle?
Brady roast, yeah, Belichick now prefers to be on the offensive side.
Oh, there you go.
and
Okay, I like it.
That was it.
That was it? Well, I have one. I'll do mine then. Bill Belichick politely declined the job because he would be too busy driving his girlfriend to school.
Who goes to school with Bryce Young?
Does she really? Oh, yeah. Ow! I'm telling you, the sassiness is coming out. You thought her sister was sassy. Oh, no. It's Alex. Very good. So if you guys have some punchlines, let us know. Is that the high school kid from Blackish? JR said it kind of looks like him. That's why they call you the Blade. He will cut you. I love this crew so much. Is that sarcasm, Ryan?
Not at all.
Ryan, that's the first time you did a little stumble. Every time I stumble, it gets magnified. Bill Belichick, who politely declined because he doesn't want to miss Sports by the Book on Sunday mornings. That was JR from the ballpark.
Very good.
That's a good one, JR. It's interesting you posted about that show. Well, this show's gone. Okay, all right. Here we go. Roll call's good. It's time for That's Crazy. Let the cat out of the bag, ladies and gentlemen. And what is Jinxie up to? There he is.
That's crazy.
What? That's crazy.
And
Oh, I'm sorry.
you missed your meow cue. Oh, God, that sounded more like a cow. All right, meow. It was a questioning meow. Alex, you always like to go first. We like to have you go first on That's Crazy. What do you got?
I will say first, in Ryan's defense, that's the first time you pulled a clip like that because that's the first time he's ever stumbled over something.
There you
like
go.
that. In 202 shows. So
About 190
good.
for him, I'm assuming. Yeah.
around there.
Are you that upset about it?
No, we can. That's
Oh.
crazy.
That's crazy. So mine is not really that crazy, but
Okay.
I just like Snoop Dogg.
Well,
so
no,
I
it is
found a way
crazy.
to
If it's
slip
Snoop
him
Dogg
into the
involved with,
show.
yeah, this is, yeah, absolutely.
So this is a beautiful graphic we have here, and this is Snoop Dogg at the Olympics, and there was a video of him actually like running. The
Yeah, he's going to be
200.
carrying the, yeah, right. He's going to be carrying the torch.
He's going to be carrying the torch.
He's going to be
yes.
carrying the torch for one of the last legs, right? And I don't know what he'll use that flame for after he's done running. Probably as Keith is mimicking lighting up some sort of.
As a torch.
It's legal. Yeah, it's like that. Well, that's more of a crack pipe. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, Snoop Dogg, whose favorite football team is Pittsburgh Steelers. He's constantly talking about the Steelers. He grew up a Steeler fan. But anyway, that's pretty cool. Plus, he was also hired by Peacock and NBC. He's going to be doing like little pieces all around the Olympics. So you're going to see a lot of Snoop Dogg at the Olympics. Les Snoop Dogg, as I believe he's called over there. What's dog in French? Anyone take French in high school? What is it? Che.
I'm not even lying.
Do I try? Okay. So it's les Snoop Che. Le Snoop Che. All right, so there you go. Snoop Dogg is going to be seen around the Olympics. Who would have ever thought like 30 years ago when he first came out, gangster rap, getting in trouble, was on trial for murder at one point. Hey, now he's like this jovial guy that everyone loves, and he cooks with Martha Stewart, and
Right.
now he's in France. I love him. I worked with the guy.
Oh, you did?
Well, I did warm up on Snoop and Martha, their cooking show, or their talk show. It was a cooking show, yeah. So I did warm up, and he liked me a lot because I was a Steeler fan, so we would talk, and yeah. And plus, he watched Street Smarts a lot when he'd get high and watch Street Smarts.
So he was at a lot of the Gorman games, and Ryan probably knows. Was it his son or his?
Cordell Brodus.
Okay.
Yeah. Did he go to USC?
He went to, I believe, UCLA.
UCLA, that's right.
And then played football for 1 year and then quit.
Yeah.
To be.
But Juju Smith-Schuster, who's a Super Bowl winner, played for the Steelers. He played under Snoop. I think there's a good dozen NFLers that played in his youth league. So he's done a lot. He's done a lot of good. And there you go. Way to go, Snoop Dogg. We'll see you at the Olympics. I love it. All right, Ryan, what is your That's Crazy?
So mine looks at a former Las Vegas Aviator, current Oakland A. In his last 11 games, he has 20 hits, 20 RBIs, 4 doubles, 2 triples, and 6 home runs. Since RBIs became an official stat in 1920, only 5 other Major League Baseball players have reached all of those numbers over an 11-game span. All 5 are in the Hall of Fame.
Jeez.
Gehrig, Klein, Greenberg, DiMaggio, and Mays. The A's are 7-4 over these 11 games, scoring 80 total runs. And none of those games, whether the A's have won or lost, have been decided by fewer than 3 runs. So all these games have been, in a way, a blowout, but the A's production on offense has really ballooned.
You didn't say his name. Oh, Lawrence Butler? Is that his
Lawrence
name?
Butler. Yes.
Oh, okay, Lawrence. What was that in? Yeah, so he played on the Aviators. You probably interviewed him in a post game or two, maybe?
I don't think I ever did interview Lawrence Butler.
Is he the sheriff?
Well, the law.
Oh, Law. New sheriff in town, Lawrence Butler. Yeah, the A's are scoring runs like nobody's. Last night I was out. I looked up. They were up like 8-1 over the Astros.
I know. I kept getting notifications. It was like Seth Brown hit a home run.
Yeah.
Shea Langoliers and Zach Gilloff.
Brent Rooker.
Yeah, I mean, so everyone get ready because they're coming to Vegas. Vegas A's. Oh, did you see Jay Cuda? Was it Jay Cuda or Brooksgate had the apostrophe on the A's?
Yeah, the Nevada.
And instead of an apostrophe, it was a little cutout
of Nevada.
Of Nevada.
Jay Cuda, yeah.
So I thought it was clever. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to keep the name. They can't take aces, unfortunately. But the A's with the little Nevada apostrophe. I thought that was pretty clever. Okay. Speaking of our friends, we love Jay Cuda. We love Brooksgate. Jordan, who was on the show last Friday, after months of anticipation, was here. And I think this is the first time I've ever used for That's Crazy, one of these. So he figured out, and again, I don't know why he does this or how he does this, but he figured out how many Orioles would it take to lift. Okay, this is 2. So he figured there's 4,373 Orioles to lift 241 pounds, which is his weight. So there you go. So one Oriole can lift 25 grams estimated. I don't know if he worked them out. I don't know if there's an Oriole combine where maybe they went and we got their verticals and we got their deadlift. But there you go. Orioles cat takes over 4,300 Orioles to lift them off the ground. What is he holding there?
It's like a strap that they would hold.
Oh, that's the strap?
Obviously
that's the harness.
Yeah, they would pick up a rope that is holding Adley.
And I don't know why they would have to do this to an all-star overall #1 pick, but why do it over shark-infested waters? I don't understand. And can we see that graphic one more time?
They're rescuing him.
They're rescuing him. I get it, but it's just like, they could have done it like over Camden Yards or something, but okay.
I love this. This is fantastic.
Again, I feel like he's under the Snoop Dogg influence at times when he does these, because there's no way you sit around with a normal mind and go, bro, I wonder how many birds it would take to lift him. Anyway, that's crazy. Excellent job, Brooksgate. We love you so much. All right, very good. That's crazy. Put the cat back in the bag. He's gone. All right, there he goes.
That's crazy.
That's Chalk the Cat. It's, what was it? Crash the Cat or Jinxie. Kind of like in Jinxie. Today is July 24th, 2024. Ryan, your favorite number is 24. Today's a big day for you. 24.
24/7.
24/7. That's us working on this show. Always looking for material. But it's also National Tequila Day. Anyone have any tequila today?
Not yet.
Not yet. Caden's nodding yes. Did you have tequila last night?
No. Sunday I did, actually.
What did you have? You said this right before the show.
Jalapeno cucumber margarita.
Oof.
It was our first hit.
Okay.
So
right before the game?
Yes, I got to taste it and keep the margarita. So
Then you
It was
drank it.
delicious, by the way. If you go to the ballpark, get one of those with tahini around.
Yeah. So that's not just a one-game thing. They're there.
No, yeah, they're there.
Well, I'll be there next weekend at some point. We're not sure if it's Friday or Saturday yet. We kind of want to do Saturday. Yeah, fingers crossed. Gary, change it to Saturday if you're watching, Gary. All right. Is the Orioles picture an AI mashup? Kind of, Keith. All right. All right, so today's National Tequila Day, National Drive-Through Day. Don't do those at the same time. That's against the law. National Amelia Earhart Day and National Pioneer Day. And then we looked at celebrity birthdays. J-Lo is 55 today. And Barry Bonds, the home run king, do you hear the asterisk come out of my mouth, is 60. We combine them all. Here's the AI magic. We didn't even need the computer today. That's all right. Okay, it doesn't matter. So I like who put the arrow there that pointed, it was at you, to let us know there is tequila in the shot. So there's J-Lo as a pioneer. She's got tequila. There's Barry Bonds going through a drive-through window, I guess.
He's in the car, yeah.
He's in
Going
the
through a
car,
drive-thru.
hanging out.
Yep. And
Thumbs
then
up.
There's also Bonds dressed as Amelia Earhart.
Then Bonds dressed as Amelia Earhart's. We got to tweet these. I got to tweet these again. We got to hashtag Barry Bonds on that one. I don't know if he's on Twitter or not, but there you go. All combined. So happy National Tequila Day, Drive-Through Day, Amelia Earhart Day, and Pioneer Day. You know, I've watched a lot of stuff on Amelia Earhart. Apparently she was on that island, her and her guy, and then she might have been cannibalized.
You got to specify the island.
Yeah.
The island? It's the island from Lost. I don't know the island. It's a little island somewhere. Do you know the name of it?
Yeah, I was making a...
Oh, I do know the name of it. If you showed me 5, I would pick it out and tell you. But anyway, she was a pioneer herself. 100 shows ago, this is episode 202. 100 shows ago, it was, what was the date on that? Let's see, March 4th. Oh, yes, that was my birthday, ladies and gentlemen. Alex brought the balloons, and Ryan and them and everybody here at the crew wish me happy birthday. So here's 100 shows ago. Yep, there's me eating a banana on an old-style TV. There's another old-style TV as I break a new-style TV. And here's 100 episodes ago, March 4th. Hello, everybody. I'm the birthday boy, Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan. This is Punchlines, a show that will celebrate with a drink after the show, perhaps, but not quite like these ladies. And oops. How mad is that girl?
What the hell?
She got her hair done.
Yes.
She's like, we're doing this video. I'm going to look all hot with my hair.
She just finishes the drink.
Yeah, right. And the other girl's like, sorry. Glug. I love it. Millennials, just drink the drink. You don't have to do it on camera. Anyway, thank you, everybody. It is my birthday today. Woo!
Happy
Everybody
birthday,
here in the
Frank.
studio, thank you. It's Monday, so my co-host for Mondays and Wednesdays and co-host 5 days a week on Sports by the Book. It's A&W sports betting analyst Alex White.
Thank you very
Alex,
much.
thank you. Got me, and just like I got you socks, you got me a pair of dog socks. Very nice.
I
And
know
the
you love your dogs.
I do. It's very nice. And look at these. And look at this. The crew got this. It's got Slim Jims because I'm still ketoing it. So there you go. I got the meat. Can have some meat and the balloons. Oh, I don't have my hat on. Okay, there we go. There we go. And our producer, Ryan McCormick. Ryan is sitting very still right now.
Well, you got to welcome J-Lo to the 55 Club.
There you go. Yeah, I beat J-Lo a little to the 55 Club, and I didn't have tequila on my birthday like her. But anyway, great job. Thank you for the balloons, Ryan, and Alex and Ann and everyone setting that up. That was a good time. March 4th. We'll do it again next year. All right, we're about to bring our guest in. Ryan, he's your buddy. Why don't you go ahead and give him a nice intro? It's been a while since we've seen his smiling face.
Yeah, but we're getting back into the college football season, college athletics
we
season.
are.
So the voice of the Southern Utah Thunderbirds, all their athletics, the host of Locked On Ducks and Locked On College Football. You can get him on Twitter or X at S McLaughlin. Spencer McLaughlin.
Yay, Spencer! He's back. And he's sitting right by the UCLA logo, which I like a lot, between Purdue and UCLA.
Look at this. Look at this. We're hiding Rutgers because nobody knows anything about that.
As the Big Ten commissioner would like to do as well. Exactly. Hide Rutgers as much as possible.
That's exactly right. I was thinking before I came on and I looked at the background here, whether there's like a funny word of P in UCLA. Couldn't come up with one though.
Pukla.
Which was disappointing and might be a detriment to, or a testament to my rusty comedic skills.
Well, the Purdue or the Boilermakers, if you have a Boilermaker, you might Pukla. Kane, don't shake your head at me. Go get another case of water. Okay. Anyway, so what's the vibe like there in Indianapolis right now? And what are you looking at in front of you? Is there just a radio row? Is there a ton of people on the field?
Yeah. I'm sitting on Radio Row right now in Indianapolis at Lucas Oil Stadium, which, if you didn't know, is a very big place, a very, very large stadium here, where famously they shot an episode of Parks and Recreation.
Yes.
That's how I think about it.
The Reggie Wayne, and they went to
There's a football team that plays here too, but mostly I was thinking about the Parks and Rec. No, I mean it's new. New is kind of what's in. That's the feeling. That's the vibe, because you've got Oregon and Washington and USC and UCLA all in the same conference logos and with their uniforms outside on mannequins walking into media day as Purdue and Rutgers and Ohio State and Michigan and everybody like that. And it's kind of this official, let's jump all the way, come on in, the water's fine sort of deal of, we got these teams, they're here now, this is official, it's real, it's happening. And I don't think anybody's really won media days so far, but UCLA head coach Deshaun Foster has definitely lost it.
I love Deshaun Foster. What do you mean he lost it? What did he do before Alex?
Did you not see his opening presser?
I did not. Did
dear.
What did he do? Describe. Give us play-by-play, Spencer.
Well, I mean, as a friend of mine put it when we were talking about it earlier, he only paused for 13 seconds, which isn't really that bad. But I don't know that he was told he had to make an opening statement.
Oh, geez.
And this is a guy who has not been a coordinator before. He has not been a head coach before. And here he is as the head coach of a Power 4 program that was once upon a time, a potential landing spot in the coaching carousel for names like Jonathan Smith or Jed Fish, who are also both coaches in this league of former Pac-12 schools. And it was not, off of a 7-5 year that saw Chip Kelly leave to be the offensive coordinator at Ohio State instead of being the head coach at UCLA. It wasn't a great projection of, we are a program that is going to compete and contend. And look, a press conference is not everything. It's just not a great piece of audio. It is not a great momentum builder on the recruiting trail. Like, it looked bad. I mean, this is a huge stadium. It's mostly empty. There are, maybe several hundred or a couple thousand of us here, total players, media, coaches, and everyone and staff. You could feel the awkwardness, even though you can't even hear the words coming from the podium.
Okay, well, Spencer, all right, Spencer, wait, do your impression of Deshaun Foster. Reenact it for us, since we don't have the clip right now, so show us.
I'm going to say something he actually said.
Okay, here we go. This is Spencer McLaughlin as Deshaun Foster.
I'm excited to be here. UCLA, we're in Los Angeles.
No way.
And then a 13-second pause.
I'm just excited to be here.
That was it.
Any questions?
Oh no!
All right, we're gonna have to dig this up. We'll have to dig this up for him.
It was a 1 minute and 11-second opening statement.
Oh my God!
As the head coach, as a first-year head coach going into a new conference, there was also a comment about merging these two great entities, UCLA and the Big Ten. And look, the Big Ten is certainly great, but I have seen no indication UCLA football is actually committed to being great. And man, that breaks my heart. A tough start for the Bruins,
because the only two teams I follow, closely, is UCLA and Pitt. All right, Alex, go for it.
Well, I want to talk about another team that should do relatively well switching into that conference. We talked about Oregon a lot last year with you. Things look a lot different. No Bo Nix. Now they have Dylan Gabriel. What are the vibes like for Oregon? I know around here and people who make power ratings, they've got Oregon very high going into this year.
Yeah, and I think they should. The roster is as good as it's been since, Oregon last went to the national championship in 2014 when they had Marcus Mariota at quarterback. Now, is Gabriel that? No, but can he get to New York as a Heisman finalist? The betting market certainly thinks so, and I expect him to have a 4,000-yard season through the air and complete over 70% of his passes. That's, if you're on an 11-1, 12-0 team, which is where I think Oregon is going to be, then yeah, you can find yourself as a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. But I think expectations are understandably high. You know, every preseason poll you look at has got Oregon second in the Big Ten going into this year behind Ohio State. I think that's the perfect spot for Oregon to be, because it simultaneously sends the message of Oregon's here and there for real, but also isn't setting the expectation so high of they're going to go into a new conference where they travel to new places and play new teams that, you know, they're going to come in and just kind of run the show and dominate everyone and everything in sight. So I think second is an appropriate spot to be. They could absolutely win the Big Ten this year. I think they're a bona fide conference and national title contender right off the bat, not just because of Dylan Gabriel, but a bunch of key returners, a great transfer portal class, and perhaps most importantly, they put a giant duck on the river outside
yes, they did.
of media days in Indianapolis. Why? Because
why not?
Duck them. That's why.
Yeah, duck them. Ryan had that in our post yesterday, and there was a kayak next to it to show how large that damn puddles was.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
No, it was huge, and unfortunately, it was actually really close to my hotel, and I didn't see it because it was angled away from where I was walking to the stadium. So then I get to the arena and I'm here at media days, and I see that they have put this out, and I'm like laughing and also just in awe of like, oh my gosh, they actually who makes that? I want to know the company that makes the 50-foot high inflatable duck.
Well, I got news for you.
The Oregon Athletic Department.
You can get
is it Nike?
No, you get it.
Who's building that?
Amazon.
Is that made in Taiwan?
It's Amazon.
What is it? Amazon. Yeah.
Amazon Prime. I can have one to you, and like if you're a Prime member, I can have it to you overnight in your hotel room.
That would be.
But you have to inflate it yourself.
That would be great.
You have to blow it up.
I'm going to my family cabin in August, and it's on a lake. I would love to just have the duck right outside our dock next to the boat as a marker.
Let me make a call. I'll call Phil Knight. We'll make a call.
I appreciate that very much. But I mean, that was kind of the first impression everyone had of Oregon. I think it was kind of an accurate representation of whether you like it or not. You know, everybody in the Big Ten, Oregon's just going to be in your face with stuff. They're going to roll out uniforms that look cooler than yours, and they're going to do social promotion with stuff like this. You know, I think this is kind of this year's version of the Bodacious campaign from last year, where Bo Nix was on, you know, posters saying Bodacious in, I think it was Dallas, New York, and like Chicago might have been the other one, or somewhere else. And it got the same sort of reaction. Like, it creates buzz. It gets people's attention. It puts Oregon in people's minds. And then there's some people that don't like it. And then the response is, well, guess what? You were talking about it. Now you're thinking about it, and you're aware of Oregon one way or the other. So
I love it.
I thought it was hilariously great. I'm just really sad they took it down before I could get a selfie with it.
All right, Spencer. So you're on a laptop. Are you on a phone or a laptop?
I'm on a laptop.
Can you turn your laptop to give us a little of what's going on in Raymond J. Stadium? We just want to see if there's what it looks like. How much
I know
the press
what I can
is.
do, actually.
Lucas Oil.
I'm gonna.
Or Lucas Oil. Raymond James was the old stadium.
Watch this.
Showing my age.
The
Here we go.
webcam is just like sitting on top of my laptop.
Oh,
so
this is balanced. This is.
Let's do a little tour. I'm plugged into my mic right now.
Okay,
But
there we go.
This is what.
Oh wow.
This is what is behind me here. So you've got the setups over there. Oh, down go. You've got the setups over there. That's where coaches and players have been available to media all week. And I mean, you get right up next to them, and it's just kind of a free-for-all sort of scrum. And then the big stage, if you can see that over there, that's where the main stage is. And then, you know, obviously they've got the team logos going all the way around. It's just weird to see Oregon next to Ohio State, Penn State, and whatnot. Like, I'm still definitely getting used to that. But this is what it looks like. Like, we're just down here.
There you go.
On the field, hanging out. This is Radio Row.
Yep.
And where everyone kind of does their shows, and where I've been sitting for the last several hours, just kind of hanging out and getting work done and whatnot.
So listen, I noticed in front of the Radio Row there, this is famously where they do the NFL Combine, and every year we like to see the 40 times. Is there enough room for you to run a 40-yard dash for us if you turn your camera around? If you turned your laptop around, I feel like we could see you sprint by, and we'll time it officially.
Well, a couple thoughts on that idea. I'm going to just comment on the logistical challenges that concept presents, because they are immense.
Spencer?
Number two, you would see me. What I would be doing is technically running.
Yeah.
But this is a true story. When I was a sophomore in high school, and I still keep in touch with this coach to this day. We play golf together any chance we get. I had a basketball coach on the JV2 team, which is, just an epic flex. And he nicknamed me about a week before the season started. He nicknamed me Cement Foot.
Yes.
And
We need to say this.
he did so. It was one of two reasons. Either it looked like I was running in wet cement when I went up and down the court, or that I had cement cinder blocks strapped to my feet. So sprinting is not my forte. If I ran a 40 time, I pray it would be under 6 seconds.
Brian?
Well, it'd be faster than Brian Dable.
That's right. He ran it. All right. Well, listen. We're gonna put that. We're gonna throw that out there if you want to do it. Ryan, do you have any questions for him?
So my question, being that Chris Andrews and company put out the prop of Ohio State or Georgia, so those two teams together to win the national championship, or you can take the field. You mentioned that Ohio State is looking like they're going to be the one in the Big Ten, and Oregon has a chance to be. Looks like they're the two. Are you confident in taking the field, take a chance on Oregon or Texas or another school, Michigan, or would you take the big dogs in Ohio State and Georgia?
Oh, man.
He's like Deshaun Foster right now. Jesus, he's giving us a big, big gap here. He's happy to be here.
Yeah, I would actually lean. I struggle to get off of Georgia. Anywhere Georgia is, that's where I would want to be. I am incredibly high on the Bulldogs, and I don't think everyone else is low on Georgia and what they can accomplish this year. But their team, they lost Brock Bowers and Ladd McConkey. They're going to have weapons. They're going to be fine. That team a year ago was really good, and the only thing that stopped them from winning a national championship was Nick Saban. Nick Saban is not in this sport anymore. And Kalen DeBoer is very good. I mean, very good. And I think in all likelihood, you're going to have an SEC championship game rematch from a year ago. But the difference is you have a fair number of returners for Georgia. They have coaching staff continuity. They've got one of the best quarterbacks in the country in Carson Beck, who's an absolute Heisman Trophy candidate going into this year. And I think that edge that they're going to be playing with of we could have won it last year if this 12-team playoff had been here a season earlier, or if we just got in the hump or over the hump against Alabama, we might have won it a year ago. I think that's going to give them the emotional edge in their locker room. So I would not bet the field because your best bet, because that sounds, really big and expansive.
Right.
It's actually not. Because you think, well, there are 100 other teams. No, there are like 6 other teams that can win the national championship.
Sure.
All right.
You're talking about Oregon. You're talking about Texas. I think you can put Alabama in the mold there. You start to run short on that bench really, really quickly. And so I would lean Georgia or Ohio State because, the next team that might be there in the odds would be like an Ole Miss, who I think is really good. I would struggle to place a preseason bet on Ole Miss to win the national championship. I think they make the playoff. I don't think they get to the championship level necessarily.
But they have amazing uniforms, though, Ole Miss. That's one of my favorite uniforms.
They do have great. They're baby blues.
Yeah, those are the best.
I'm hardwired.
Yeah.
Our rival in high school and then growing up as well had baby blue, and so I've been hardwired to hate that color. And Ole Miss has made me come around.
They're really cool. All right, so listen, Spencer, we have to do our picks at 12:36. If you have time, do you want to stick around a little and maybe see a couple of posts with us? All right.
Yeah.
And also,
I don't have a life, Frank. This is all I do.
What I think you should do is probably stretch a little because you are going to be running somehow on your laptop past the camera. I'm sorry. Or we have to make you do it, or we have people in Indianapolis that will revoke your pass privileges. So I'm just letting you know.
I think I might get my credential revoked if I do run.
All
just
right,
because everyone would be like, what is this idiot doing?
You might make the news. All right. Anyway, let's see here. So
before we get to picks, did you have to fill out a preseason prediction for your players of the year? And if you did, then who's your quarterback?
Not in the Big Ten. No, in the SEC, I did. I don't know if the Big Ten's doing it later this week. They had a preseason honorees team of 12 players at various positions that did not compile a complete offense or a complete defense.
Okay.
I don't really know how that happened. They just kind of unveiled that on Tuesday when media days began, and we were all kind of like, okay, so, okay, like what?
Yeah.
What are we looking at here? And we haven't really had an update since then. So I know who the 12 preseason guys are. Everybody can look at them on the Big Ten website, but no voting.
Gotcha.
No voting yet. I did do that SEC media days last week, which was fun. And just for the record, to make it 100% clear and honest, I was not the person who picked Vandy to win the SEC.
Okay, we wanted to. Oh, my alarm's going off. That means it's time for picks at 12:36 and roll the footage. Now, I will let you know right now, Spencer, you're not required to make a pick, but I do want to let you know that your beloved Seattle Mariners, first pitch in about 4 minutes, Luis Castillo, who has been an enigma for Matt and Everett and I. He always bets Luis Castillo. Every time I bet him, he loses. But the Seattle Mariners are minus 165 against the Angels at home. Any feel for that game today?
Mariners have lost 5 straight games to the Angels. I want to say that comes to an end, but our lineup could not hit most college baseball staffs right now.
Team batting average in the teens, 2 teens, somewhere around there. It was 217 last we looked.
It's atrocious. They've put up 1 run in the last 18 innings against a team that is not going to sniff the playoffs this year, in the midst of the best chance they've had to win the division in 20 years.
Yeah, those damn Astros.
That's super sick. I love being a Mariners fan. I think that for tonight, like, my gut tells me, not that the Mariners offense is actually good and due to score runs, because it's bad, they're injured, like, it's just horrible. I think the law of averages dictates that they have to score at least a couple runs. Yeah. And by a couple, I mean 2. Yeah, so then you're coming down to the question of, can Luis Castillo
pitch a shutout
Piedra and just shut him down?
Possibly.
Does he have 7 scoreless in him? Can the bullpen get through the 8th, which has been a disaster in the last couple of weeks, to get to Munoz, who is a god?
Yeah.
So I think the chances of that are actually kind of solid. I don't hate the Mariners. I just, they are in a very pivotal time in their season where they might be determining whether they are going to be buyers or sellers at the deadline. I think they should be buyers in spite of all of this crap they've been putting us through. But it's because the division is not good. They could win it, get to the playoffs, and once you get in the baseball playoffs, anything could happen. So,
all right, sounds like you're leaning towards the Mariners.
Right.
All right, he's leaning against the Mariners.
I lean towards the Mariners.
All right, we're going to check in with Alex. Alex, your picks at 12:36. What do you got?
Just on that game, really quick, on Sports by the Book, I said that price is a little high.
It is.
But I do like the Mariners, so maybe tie it up with the under, because if they're going to win, to Spencer's point, it might be 3-0. So.
Okay, I like it. I like that.
What's the over-under?
7.5.
Oh, God, that's such an easy under.
All right, Alex. All right, Alex, what do you got? I think that would be your time, under 7.5 in the 40, by the way, too. All right, go for it.
So I'm going with the team total here. I'm going with the Guardians. 3.5 under is plus money here at South Point, plus 105. So Jack Flaherty is pitching for the Tigers. These two split the first 2 games. This is for the series. It's mostly, I like the game under as well, but it has moved down to 7. So I'm just focusing on the Guardians, who have struggled offensively as well. Their median runs per game in the last 10 games is 1.5. So we're going under 3.5 here for some plus money.
Coming out a little cold after the All-Star break. That's why Minnesota, everyone thinks, is still a sexy pick, even though I think they tied the Phillies 4-4. Minnesota right now. Damn it. All right. Any other picks, or is that just it?
That's it. And then our home run pick.
Okay, we'll get to the home run picks. Ryan, do you have any baseball picks? You leaned towards Cleveland last night.
Yes.
Then you sent the green check mark. So once again, as we've said on the show, a lean is a win. So we'll take it. So there you go. I lost on Paul Skeens. And Alex was 2-0 yesterday. You had the Dodgers and...
I had under in the Brewers and the Cubs game.
And the final score?
1-0.
You can't get more under than that. All right, anything for you today, Ryan?
Well, I just have a stat that goes with your pick. So if you want to give your pick, then I'll give my stat.
Yeah, it's the Yankees and Mets, correct? Yeah. Garrett Cole, who did pitch well last week. Did you have the Yankees that day with Garrett Cole, or we talked about it? I can't remember.
We talked about it,
yeah, I mean, he got shelled 2 starts before that. But anyway, Garrett Cole, they need to stop this losing streak. The Mets will not sweep the Yankees. at home. So if you have some stats to pad this, I just like Garrett Cole as the stopper and reigning Cy Young in the American League. So take Garrett Cole. If you get Garrett Cole at minus 165 at home, it's going to be a rowdy crowd, and they will not want to lose to the Mets. So I'm going Garrett Cole and the Yanks.
So the Yanks are minus 165.
Yeah.
Garrett Cole is 13-0 since October of 2022 as a favorite of more than minus 165 and the total under 11. So the total is 8.5. Yankees are a minus 165 favorite. Garrett Cole is 13-0 in those situations since October of 22.
That's nice. And Garrett, how many games
Look
of
at
Garrett?
Brian with the stats.
There you go. And how many games has Garrett Cole pitched where the over/under is 11? I mean, with all these games in Colorado or something. But yeah, that's a great stat. So another reason to back Garrett Cole. There you go. I like it. And then for Hump Day homers, it is a Wednesday, so it is Hump Day homers. And Hump Day. Who do you got, Alex?
I'm going with one of my favorite catchers, but he's not actually catching today. It's Salvador Perez.
Yes. Future Hall of Famer.
Cleanup hitter today, playing first base. And then according to Park Factor, Kansas City Kauffman Stadium is the second batter-friendly park this year in 2024. So going up against Ryan Nelson, throwing the four-seam fastball 53% of the time. 10 of Perez's 18 home runs are off the fastball. So
Guy's amazing, man. And he had Bobby Witt's back the other day in the on-deck circle when Witt was going for the cycle and got hit. He is their leader. He's already won a World Series. Hall of Famer. Love Salvador Perez. Good pick. Ryan.
Number up there, plus 350.
Can I ask,
yes.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, for sure, Spencer.
I have a question. Have any of you ever personally benefited financially from
betting homers?
Nick Castellanos hitting a home run the day of a catastrophic event?
Yeah.
Because this is no longer coincidence.
It's weird. It's weird.
Fact.
You know, someone tweeted out all the weird things.
I think his first career major league home run, or at least back in 2011, he homered the day that Bin Laden was shot.
Yes, I saw that. And yeah, he's got all sorts of.
I mean, it's the most incredible sports.
The list is
piece of fan.
It's never ending.
Not fan fiction.
It's not fiction,
but like Americana.
Vince Scully's passing.
Is Americana.
Yeah, Vince Scully's passing. Biden dropping out of the race.
The
Queen's passing. Yeah, he's bad luck, and
he's just like he's uncanny. And by the way, Tom Brenneman was announced as returning to broadcasting the day Castellanos homer. He did. And by the way, he did it. That was the day that Biden announced he was dropping out of the race. That happened.
Wait, what?
That home run was 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the ninth. They were up 5-0.
Yeah.
That home run meant absolutely positively nothing. But he just got the sense of, you know what? Something's happening over there.
Yep. Call Nick. Anyway, yeah, Tom Brenneman is back. That's nice to see. He's paid his dues, and he's a quality announcer, so I'm glad to see him back. All right, so Ryan, your homer.
So my homer is looking at the game that Alex was looking the team total under. So I am going with Jose Ramirez, going back to the guy that gave me my first homer. Jose Ramirez hit a home run yesterday, going against the Tigers today. I like J-Ram.
All right.
600.
I looked at that one. It's good. He's always good. Oh, okay. You have one?
Yeah, I got one in my head.
Who?
Joe Adele.
Adele. He's been on fire.
Yeah, he's been torching the Mariners, but not really with a ton of power. I hope Ryan can get the odds there.
He'll get it.
Castillo is usually good.
Oh.
Castillo is usually good for 1 to 2 homers
Mistakes
off of either the best guys on the team or the worst guy on the team.
All right, we'll take it. That game's
never a middle of the road.
The first pitch just happened on that. We won't be able to include it in the parlay, but we'll keep an eye out on that from Spencer. And sound the horn. All right,
you didn't get your horn.
I didn't get. Oh God! Well, yeah, because I'm going to announce it over the horn. Teoscar Hernandez, the Dodgers tonight. Robbie Ray.
Oh, God.
Robbie Ray is. I know you're upset because he was a Mariner. Is that why? I just realized with the disgusted side.
You want to know what you want to know what's worse about this guy being an all-star?
Right.
Let me tell you, he goes and swings at every single slider that was thrown in the other batter's box for an entire year last season.
Dodgers have good coaching.
Dodgers
don't swing at that.
Yeah. Okay. He goes to the Dodgers,
Right.
and he is not only an all-star.
Crushing it.
I, on a whim, on a last-second decision, I was at SEC Media Days. My boss comes up, asks me, do you want to go to the Home Run Derby? I said, yeah. I was there last year. It was awesome. It was great. So I make that last-second call, not even knowing that Teo is in the Derby, and I get to watch him park the ball out of the yard 50 times.
Right.
And then he wins the Derby,
Yes, he
and
did.
I just felt cursed. I felt cursed.
Well, that's
I was
why.
like, what
I
other
forgot.
fan base does this happen to?
Soon as I said Teoscar, and I saw the disgust, I went, "Oh, that's right. He was a Mariner. He's going to hate this." Well, anyway, it's the Spencer special, Teoscar. So Teoscar, Jose Ramirez, and Salvador Perez. Yes, your favorite catcher of all time.
So if you parlay those
Yes.
three, it is 148 to 1.
Ooh, all right. We can get that in. All these games are later, so let's do it. All right, let's do the post. Post alarm. There it is. That's the alarm. It's post with punchlines. This is where we scour the internet, find a bunch of fun stuff. Alex will throw some stuff in there. You should see the doc we have that Ryan has started. We got stuff, evergreen stuff. We just pull it out. It's a file we start every day that he did, and we find a lot of good stuff. Ryan, you wanted to start something special since we had Spencer. Is that correct? Or no?
Oh, were you talking golf?
Yeah, whatever
Sure.
you want.
Fire me up.
So just the U.S. men's golf team, 3 of the 4 swept the championships this year, and it was the first time since 1982 in which that happened. Golf majors. Sorry.
So Morikawa is the only one.
Right, he was the only one who
doesn't
won.
have one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I keep betting him though.
Eventually he's going to, and top 10 Tony, he's not on the team, but I keep betting him. So waiting for him to win one. So yeah, a lot of the men's golf team should be cool. By the way, I was reminded, there they are right there. Golf Digest, Major Sweep. By the way, you got the green jacket there from Scotty Scheffler.
That's pretty cool.
And it is an Olympic event. People kind of forget. America. F, yeah. Nice title. Very good. All right. Will you watch a lot of Olympic golf, Spencer?
It's probably the only Olympic sport I will watch because the men's basketball team should clobber everybody.
All right, hold on. Wait 1
team.
second, Spencer. I'm going to stop you right there because I think you're forgetting that breakdancing is in the Olympics
About
this
South
year.
Sudan?
No. The breaking. There's breakdancing in the Olympics. It's known as breaking. You're telling me you're not going to watch breaking?
Is that an actual Olympic
It is an
sport?
actual Olympic sport. They're trying it out. First year
dear
ever.
God.
There will. By the way,
You guys ever watch The Incredibles?
It's a cartoon. That's not real. It's not.
Well, yeah, but like there's a line in the movie where Syndrome says, once everyone's super, no one will be. Look, if everything is a sport, nothing is.
Bravo. Quoting The Incredibles. I'm sorry, but breakdancing, Babalu, come on. You're going to watch that?
They're adding esports too.
They're adding esports.
Not this year.
Right.
But yeah.
Guys who fly drones are going to win gold medals, and here we are. Okay, all right. What's next, Ryan?
So one last one. So you saw Rory McIlroy on the side of that last graphic, but this one from Jay Kuda.
Rory,
Have
who?
you won a major
McIlroy.
since Derek Jeter retired? Tiger and Phil Mickelson, yes. Rory, no.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go. So I like the little picture of Jeter in the corner holding up his hat. So that's a little jab at Rory. Is that one of his favorite golfers, by the way, coincidentally, or no? Spencer's or no? Who's your favorite golfer?
I love Rory. Jordan Spieth is my favorite. He also hasn't won a major since.
He's shaking.
I think I was in high school. No, it was my freshman year of college. But yeah, Tiger and Phil both having won majors more recently than Jordan Spieth, Dustin Johnson, Rory McIlroy.
That's a freeze frame right there.
I don't think Koepka would be in there. But like just like those guys alone. That's all crazy, but it's golf. That's why it's the most
crazy,
randomly beautiful, wonderful sport.
All right, Ryan.
I've had people ask me before, like, "Oh, who are you picking to win the major?" I'm like, "Why would you ever try and pick a winner?" Like, Scotty Scheffler was the shortest major odds winner you could imagine,
Was it
and
5
he
to
didn't
1
win
or
any
whatever?
of the 3 majors after the Masters.
Yeah. All right, Ryan. What do we have
won the
next?
Masters is the favorite.
Well, so talking about Olympics, moving off of golf, but talking about the Olympics. So the NBA or the U.S. basketball team is obviously over there, but Steph Curry went undercover into a store.
Little pit stop in London, right?
Yeah, and this woman happened to be buying one of his jerseys.
Okay, Alex, we're going to ask you, does this woman recognize him or not? Because I've watched the clip like 5 times. So she has a Curry jersey in her hand.
You like that jersey?
You like that jersey? I do.
That's
She
a nice
sees the
jersey
camera.
you got there.
Oh, yeah, she did.
You gonna buy it?
But why wouldn't she freak out more? Like, oh my God, it's Steph Curry.
It's the best
you're
jersey.
thinking about it.
But she could just be being nice to a stranger
Well,
with
I
the
don't-
camera crew following him. She figured it out. But she's wearing a Laker jersey, by the way, so I'm sure Steph is like, all right, put my jersey on now. Take the Laker jersey off. But cute clip. He was in London, and the title of that clip, Steph Vindaloo.
Vindaloo, yeah.
Because, hold on, let me get Vindaloo is a type of curry.
That is.
That woman rolled into that store with the recognizing skills of Officer Gillis at Valhalla.
Yes.
That was a deep reference. I missed that one. What was it?
Arrested Scheffler.
That's the
Oh,
guy
Schefter.
who
Okay.
didn't believe that it was Scotty Scheffler.
Nice. All right, what's next, Ryan?
So now, I guess we can mention this one now since Spencer does Southern Utah stuff. But
Okay.
it was announced that in 2034, the Olympics will be back in Salt Lake City.
Back in Salt Lake.
For the Winter Olympics of 2034.
2034, and Spencer will be banned from that event because he's going to run a 40 at the Big Ten, and that's going to stick with him forever. So I really feel bad that he won't be able to partake. But yeah,
That's my calling card. Well, on the plus side, if that were
There
to
it
happen and I were to get fame and notoriety, that would do nothing but make my podcasts take off. So you could be onto something, Frank.
I'm telling you, we're giving you the golden opportunity here. Yeah, like jazz. So back in Salt Lake, that's going to be cool. Olympics anytime they're in America, and of course Los Angeles 2028. Very cool. All right, Ryan, what's next?
You know what made
sorry.
me laugh about that? That there was an announcement. I saw something about that, and it said that because of climate change and other factors, there weren't as many options for the Olympics in 2034.
Jeez.
And I just laughed at how it's a somewhat innocuous and just factual statement, and it probably just is making the rounds in certain political circles about that's not why they're doing it. That's not happening. It's a hoax.
I like your
It's
angry
not
voice.
real.
His angry screams.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. All right, Ryan, what do you have after that?
Okay, so now going back to the States,
All
going
right.
to football. We showed yesterday.
Salt Lake is a state, though, right?
Yeah, but okay, so Olympics were in Paris. That was my thinking with that one. Okay, so now going to football, a U.S. sport. Okay.
There you go.
We showed Joe Burrow walking into camp yesterday with his blonde hair. But the Bengals social media team gave each player a little package going into camp.
I think they got camp confused with summer camp, so they gave him s'mores. So here's some more Joe. I don't know who that is camping out. Who was that?
Well, they had that set up.
I know, I know, but who was that? One of the players.
Take some more of these.
So there you go. They got some s'mores. Are you a s'more fan?
Sandlot joke.
This is s'mores.
That was. S'more fan?
No,
I'm not a s'more fan. Again,
S'mores?
I don't like things combined with
Are there no
chocolate.
s'more fans?
No, I'm not a
on-
s'more fan.
On this show,
No,
s'mores
no.
are excellent.
S'mores are great.
I don't like them. I did see a woman here in Vegas online made a s'more on her car antenna because it was 120 degrees. She put the marshmallows on there, then the chocolate and the graham cracker, and she did this while driving, which is impressive. No, she didn't. All right, so yeah, Bengals are in camp. And by the way, if you want to get more about the Bengals season, you can watch today's Sports by the Book that already happened with Jeff and Alex, and you guys kind of broke down the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yes, end of the show. So start at 9, but you'll see it. And Caden did a great thumbnail for that with Joe Burrow and his new hair. So click on that in last 20 minutes.
Yeah, so take a look at Sports by the Book, which is, of course, here on the South Point Studio page. If you're watching us on the Punchline page, go over there after the show and check it out. All right, what's next?
Okay, so now moving to baseball.
Yee.
We had talked about Paul Skeens at the top of the show. Yeah. But last night he recorded 25 plus outs, allowed fewer than 5 hits, walked nobody, struck out 8 batters. No other rookie in the modern era has done all of that and suffered the loss. So Paul Skeens was the first to do it, recording his first loss as a big leaguer.
Yeah, I think since he lost to Ole Miss at LSU, it's his first loss in over a year. He never lost in the minors, and he finally lost a game. He could have won that game. Shelton pinch hit Key Brian Hayes with the bases loaded, and he, of course, didn't do a double play because that's what he does. So.
Ryan used his favorite nickname for him.
Oh, yes. What was it? What did you have?
It was
The pallbearer?
It was the Red Birds escape
No.
Big P.
Big
No,
P.
that's your favorite.
No, I like pallbearer. You like Big P.
That's what the team calls him.
Yeah, I think that's what Mitch Keller calls him.
Yeah.
Big P.
I tell you, 8 1/3, 2 runs, and taking a loss. That guy is built to be a Seattle Mariner.
No, he will never be a Mariner. Livy Dunn doesn't like the Pacific Northwest. All right, moving on to the next one.
Okay, so this one going to Philadelphia. The Phillies. So before today, they're obviously in the 8th inning against the Twins right now.
Tied up.
But the Phillies had been held scoreless in 31 of their last 36 innings, 16 of which had gone 1-2 free.
Oof. Yeah, and Nick Castellanos involved in every one of those innings somehow. It was weird how that worked. But, yeah, the Phillies, look, you can't be the best team in the majors all year wire to wire. It just doesn't happen unless you're the 84 Detroit Tigers. You're going to have these slumps, and they'll put it together come October. They're probably going to go out and get – I keep seeing Luis Robert going to the Phillies, which I hope not. But
well, we had talked about when would this team go into the slump.
Mariners. What was that?
We had talked about when would the Phillies go into the slump.
They have to have it.
And I had said it was going to be right after this All-Star break.
There you go.
They're
I believe you did, actually.
out of the fence.
Yeah, you just can't. I mean, Atlanta will make a little run, but Phillies, they're going to be fine. Don't worry about Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Speaking of Atlanta.
Yeah, sticking in the AL East, speaking of Atlanta.
Yeah.
So the 2025 All-Star Game logo was released. So A All-Star logo.
But you see what I did there with the big A, the big T, the big L?
In the ATL.
ATL. That's up there with Flown Ranger. Anyway, there's the logo. Shut up, Keith. It's kind of a boring logo. When I look at it, I go, oh, great, the All-Star Game. It's sponsored by MasterCard. So that's all I see is the MasterCard logo. But it seems like Atlanta gets the All-Star Game every 10 years. I don't know what they're doing down there. I got to build a new stadium, I guess. All right, well, whatever.
Yeah.
Hot Atlanta.
But going with the Braves and something that's happening this year.
Now, how long ago did you find this?
Well, this was actually posted May 31st.
Okay, Memorial Day, we've had this one.
So the Braves are giving out Outcast bobbleheads on August 6th.
That is so cool. That is very, very
so
cool.
A little ATLians.
Nice.
But yeah.
And he's wearing the throwback,
Andre 3000,
which when we did the City Connects or the throwbacks, I still love that old Atlanta Braves that they wore in the 70s. Very cool. So there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. My baby don't mess around because can we sing this or are we get in trouble? No, it's not Friends theme. It's Keith is so white. He's going. Is Phoebe on? It's Spencer's down. He knows. No, you screwed it up, Keith. All right. What else do we have on the show?
Okay, so we just talked about the 2025 All-Star Game, but with the schedule being released for 2025, Thomas Nestico put together the total distance for these teams traveling in 2025. So the Dodgers lead the way, traveling 54,000 miles.
Wow.
Followed by the rest of the California teams. The Mariners are sixth.
There you go,
going
Spencer.
over 44,000 miles. The Reds, White Sox, and Guardians have to travel 26 or just over 26,000 miles. And then we enjoyed putting the Yankees dumpster right here.
It's nice to see the Mariners be top 10 in baseball in something.
In some category.
They got to travel a lot. Yeah, that's amazing. And the Pirates are down the White Sox. I guess Cincinnati, Ohio, is it right in the middle of the country, I guess? And all that's interesting. And I mean, we could ask Greg Von next time he's here or when Nagel's here. I think we talked to Denny about it when Denny Nagel, former World Series champ, All-Star. He'll be here August 5th or 9th, whole week of shows. The travel and what toll it takes and what he thinks about that. So we might have to show him that and see what he thinks. So that's a good one. File it away.
Okay, so now we'll go to a Brooks Gate stat. Looking at players making over $20 million this year in Major League Baseball and their wars. So leading the way is Bobby Witt Jr., who has a 6-7 WAR currently right now. Aaron Judge and Juan Soto are second and third, 6-6 and a 6-3. And then you have the bottom of the list, 60, 57, then two guys at 57 were the Cubs staples when they won their World Series. So Chris Bryant is a negative 0.5, Anthony Rizzo is a negative 0.5, and Javier Baez is a negative 1.2. But this one kind of is timely, being that Robbie Ray is starting tonight
there you go.
for the Giants. He is making over $20 million and has yet to play this season.
Who's paying Robbie Ray all that money, or who gave him all that big money, Spencer? Are you aware of the team that...
I believe the San Francisco Giants are now responsible for his contract.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Talk about a disappointing addition.
Yeah, that really was.
It was.
Space. All right. Is that what we're looking at there?
That was the
okay.
Wait, hold on. Can you put that list back up?
Throw it back up there real quick, please, Ann.
Is this 20 million or more and their respective wars this year?
Yes.
Yeah, there it is.
Why is Jordan Montgomery making $20 million a year?
Yeah, that's got because he only signed a 1-year deal with Arizona. Is that where he is? It wasn't for $20 million. It must be some leftover pay.
Patrick Corbin.
Yeah, Patrick Corbin.
The Nationals don't care about their money.
You want to talk about a guy falling off the and Trevor Story. I mean, Trevor Story. There's a name from the past. And
man.
By the way, at number 56, Nick Castellanos. There's Nick. Javier Baez. The man is not the
Hitting
same.
A drive into deep left field.
All right, what's next, Ryan?
Talking about Robbie Ray and the Giants, Tyler Fitzgerald, their rookie, is on a 5-game home run streak. Is tied for the longest in Major League Baseball history by a rookie. No rookie has homered in 6 straight, so he is going against Tyler Glasnow tonight, who I was thinking about going Fitzgerald, but Glasnow isn't big on giving up homers. But yes, in the last 5 games for Tyler Fitzgerald, he's batting 8 for 14, a .571 batting average, 7 RBIs, 6 runs scored, and has drawn 4 walks. So he's making pitchers throw to fit.
All right, here we go. The record for most homers in consecutive games is 8. It's 3 men. Anyone have any clue? One of them, Spencer should know.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey Jr. is correct. Yankee first baseman who retired right before they won the World Series. 1995. He retired. Yankees first baseman. He's also a manager in the pros and now a bench coach.
He's a manager.
The answer is Don Mattingly. Don Mattingly had 8. And, of course, the first person ever to do 8, Dale Long for the Pittsburgh Pirates, also did 8. Those are the 3 guys with the 8. I know that stat like the back of my hand. All right.
6 with 7.
They're 6 with 7. Yeah, we got 8's that magic. That's a lot of homers in consecutive days.
Yeah.
If we could do hump day homers, if we get a guy doing, we should have bet this guy Fitzgerald. Now we're jinxing it. He might go for 6, right?
He's going for 6.
Yeah, that's kind of why I left him off.
Yeah, not to jinx him. That was nice of you. So I don't know how many more posts we have, or if we want to do Who Day. Do you want to do Who Day?
Yeah, we can do the Who Day.
Okay, we got the Who Day. We'll have Spencer stick around for this as well. Alex, by the way, tomorrow you are on Sports by the Book.
Yes, I am. 9 a.m. and it is a full hour. We will continue our AFC North with the Cleveland Browns.
And you're doing the Steelers on Friday.
Steelers will be.
And I can't wait to talk about. Oh no, you did Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay. All right. So what is the Who Day this week, Ryan? Maybe let Spencer know with how this works.
So, kind of like Immaculate Grid, we show a player. We show the logos that a player has played for, and you have to guess who that player is. This one has a couple extra stats, but name this player that played for the Red Sox and currently plays for the Padres. 4-time All-Star, 5-time Silver Slugger, and a 2-time World Series champ.
Holy crap!
And usually we do more than 2 teams, but
yeah, I know. Mike, no, God,
wait,
I'm going backwards.
Wait. Can you say the guy's accolades again?
4-time All-Star, 5-time Silver Slugger, and a 2-time World Series champ.
Yeah, and he's on the Padres right now.
Yes,
it's not. I was like Dustin, but I know it's not Dustin.
It was one of the guys the Red Sox did not want to pay.
I cannot think of this, and this should be easy. It's current.
Yeah.
It should be easy.
He shares a first name with one of the top golfers in the world.
that's right.
Scotty Xander Bogaerts. Oh crap! That should have been an easy one. Yeah, we should have got that, Spencer.
Wow.
Yeah, we dropped the ball on that.
Bad.
And you know
we should not have needed that many clues.
No.
That's the number he wears up there on.
Yeah,
the
I like that.
okay.
No, I know because when I do
just making
Wikipedia,
sure.
it does that. It shows their jersey numbers with the pattern of the logo. He wore 72, which is a stupid number, but
that was when he first came up, and then they gave him 2.
Yeah, Carlton Fisk wore 72. Maybe not with Boston, but in Chicago for the White Sox, he definitely was 72. I don't know how that popped into my head. Oh, I know, because I didn't do well in school. Okay, all right, what do we have next?
That
was it. I love it. I love Who Day. All right, Spencer, where can people find you, reach you, follow you, all that stuff?
My shows, Locked On College Football and Locked On Ducks, are Monday through Friday on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts all year round. I'm on X, formerly known as at S. McLaughlin, CFB, play-by-play for Southern Utah. Starts first broadcast 22nd on ESPN Plus. Southern Utah soccer kicks off, which should be an exciting season. Football kicks off the following Thursday in Salt Lake City. I will be at Rice Eccles for SCU, taking on the Big 12 member Utes, and I'll have the radio call on KSUB. So
I love it.
That's where I am. I'm around.
Well, Spencer, we don't let everybody hang out this long. We love you, and you always do a fantastic job, and your facial expressions were priceless. Checking in, the next Olympics are going to be Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo. That's someone you have to be in our age group. JR has a few I want to point out. Check out S'mores as one of the hidden speakeasies in the Cosmo. Do you know about this?
No, I haven't been to that.
JR, you got to hook us up with how to get into this.
Have you ever had hidden or secret pizza in the Cosmo?
I haven't. I looked into it one day. Is it any good?
It's quite good.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's like a 7.6.
I'll tell you what. If you want to talk about it, there's a place you just call it Domino's Pizza. Pretty good. Okay. Who they is Octavio Dota. What did JR say? Oh, yes, JR. Thank you for pointing this out. Atlanta. It seems like the All-Star game was supposed to be there a couple years ago, but it was pulled out for political reasons. So I was like, wait, wasn't there an All-Star game just in Atlanta? But yeah, they had to pull it out.
About that.
That's exactly. We all did. JR had Mattingly. Well done. Punchy's, nice job, everybody in there. Ryan, any parting things in there that I should see or know or what?
No, not in the chat.
Good stuff. Keith was there, and everybody who was there. I almost said Ryan McCormick. Jerry Trevino, I saw a lot of funny stuff from you too as well. And Caden says you need Andre. Are you talking about that bobblehead?
Yeah.
It's pretty badass. We need to somehow get one of those. Ann and Drew Dog, thank you. And Alex, we will see you next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
We'll see you a week from today.
Yes.
You're back on Wednesday, Friday. Okay. So Alex White will be back. Make sure you follow Alex White on X or Twitter. Alex White with 2 E's at the end. Always giving good insight. Also on Instagram, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So Ryan, what else? What do you got for you? We can follow Ryan. Ryan BMC_. Am I right?
You can. It's just not advised.
All right, I'm at Frank Nicotero. We'll be back tomorrow with a Jeff Parles Thursday, which we always love. So we'll see Jeff pulling double duty here. You guys, we love doing the show for you. Episode 202 is in the books. I'm Frank Nicotero. Punchlines live in Nevada every show.